How many more hits can you take? It's like 3 more, is it? Jesus Christ, you can tell a lot of damage. Shoot. Right. Oh, there we go. F5 just in case, seems I'm doing alright here. F5. Shit, did I shoot 2 then? I think I did. Just go down, you motherfucker, you're too tough. Jesus. Yes. Come on, go down. Jesus, takes a lot of damage. I thought they were right then. The right big explosions. Open up. There we go, guys. Fucking hell, he took some damage. Jesus. I know we're at end boss like, but damn. That's a lot of repetition for one kind of like pattern of attack as that. Yeah, not dying as Clive put out as opposed to Undying. Seriously though, that was a lot of repetition on one attack pattern. Like, it was same as Dead Space, where you got the same repetition pattern, and you get to the point where you're going like, am I doing this right? Because you shouldn't have to do it like about 20 times in a row.
Where am I?
Oh, yoink.
It can't be. I'm not done with you yet.
He's not alive still.
There's no way of telling where that Gilzabar stone disappeared to. Into a bottomless ocean, or an eerie phantasm of sorts. I drifted out to sea. It took months to finally get my strength back. I think I finally have some idea of what went on. The beast I slayed manipulated the Covenant family the same way Jeremiah did to me. It called for him, and he called for me. The creature was a guardian, a sentinel of the gate to somewhere. Somewhen. The Celtic warrior was just a sacrificial lid on a tomb that was never supposed to be open. Oh sure, I've tried to convince myself that it's all over now. The terror, the battles. I've got to get away and rest, where no one will find me. You see, I looked into the Brotherhood of St. George, and I found other monasteries scattered all over the world. And other gates too. Watched by other guards, no doubt. About the only thing I fear anymore is that they'll call on me again.
Huh. No credits or anything like that. I get credits on... Yeah, I guess credits are on main screen, but even still. Fair amount of dudes there. Strangely, I've yet to see Clive Barker anywhere on that screen, but apparently Clive Barker did not do much at all. Where the fuck is he? Clive Barker had no part of Clive Barker's Undying. Where is he? He's got to be around somewhere. I'm going to play Spot the Clive Barker. Right, I can't see no CB yet. No, he's not there. No, he's not there. There's only 2 pages, isn't there? What's he in there? I mean, I presume he had something to do with the writing and like the actual the journal parts of it, but that was rather an abrupt ending there. Usually you get to see a bit of credits and a bit of music and a bit of this and a bit of that, but it was kind of like, no, just like a little outro story, and that was it. I didn't even get a chance to have a smoke. Oh well. I really enjoyed that actually. That was kind of good. Kind of good indeed. Some nice journal writing, although the font was a little bit hard to actually read out aloud. I mean, reading it normally would be alright, but reading it out aloud was kind of a bit dodgy. And some nice story. Story wasn't bad at all. With all the family and stuff like that. They all had like the little piece stuff like that. The bosses were just fucking like, what the fuck though? I mean, I know you went back to get that scythe to begin with, but once you got that scythe, you were just like some machine, really. And if I'd have actually known the game, like I played a new game now, it'd have been absolutely unstoppable once you get that scythe, and that you just power up your shield, and there you go. You can't die pretty much. Not with that amount of health and stuff you get as well, and all other items and shit, you can't die. So difficulty-wise, for a person that doesn't know the game, it's actually kind of like, it's not insanely hard. The only thing that's hard are the bosses, especially when you don't know to actually, you know, like, the first boss, you don't know to really cut its head off. I mean, you presume you might have to do something involving the scythe, but you don't know exactly what to do. But once you get past the second one and onwards, stuff like, you kind of like, I kind of see a pattern here. Take scythe, plus their neck, equal move on to next boss. It's kind of like, yeah, it's pretty straightforward in that respect. But it's satisfying and pretty alright. I mean, Aaron was a bit of a letdown in regards to, I mean, I think I probably got lucky more than anything else. I mean, I could have spent like 5 or 6 retries just trying to figure out that he actually hooks the door and then you slice his head off. And I could have spent another 5 or 6 retries actually trying to hit the exact point on his neck, but it was good though. I mean, the weapons were nice and inventive. Some nice unique weapons there. Spear gun were a bit shite though. I mean, you got that right later on, and thank God, because if I got that any earlier on, I'd been whining about it the entire game. That was a crap gun. Really bad. But the ice dragon cannon, that were nice. Pistol was nice. Shotgun was a little bit crappy actually. It did okay, but for that reload it needed to do about 1.5 times the damage, maybe even twice. Weapons were nice. The spells weren't too bad. The spell felt a little bit underused. But Scryer was used nicely, sometimes used a little bit too much for stuff that you didn't really need to see and didn't exactly... It's not a case of kind of like, well, you got to see a little bit more to the story, you didn't really. It was more of like, oh look, I saw a monk. It was just standing there, or he's walking up through rooms, stuff like that. Wasn't really cool. But the other times, the use of Scryer was really, really nice. Sound was pretty nice. All the cackles in the background, and the creaking floorboards, and the doors, and etc. It was all good stuff. Graphics is not really much point talking about the graphics. I mean, the graphics were serviceable for it, and that's an old game. I mean, when did this come out? Was it 2000? I'm not sure. It might have been 2000, 2001. I can't remember what I put on the thing now. Was it 2001? I'm not sure. Either way, I mean, they're serviceable. They're not fantastic, but for the time, they're pretty alright actually. Not bad at all. And I mean, even now it's still playable. So you can't really fault it. I'm trying to just think of like the actual story progression. I never actually felt like it was like... I mean, there was the typical kind of like key hunting bits, but it kind of like, it always felt broken up. And it actually was like rewarding when you got someone's like bedroom key, or you got like some like big key to do something else or open something. The objectives of actually trying to get to the key weren't kind of like always the same, like push a switch, open a door, get the key, etc. It was kind of like... But then again, when I think about it, there wasn't that much involved. I don't know. I think it just made you kind of like troll through places to get to the stuff, and the places were kind of interesting, and I don't know actually, it's kind of hard to remember exactly what I had to do to like acquire the keys. I mean, when you went to that monk place, you had to put in all those things and go back in time to get it, didn't you? And then you came back in future, well, present, sorry. Yeah, there's a few nice bits. Like I say, story, nice, graphics, serviceable. Like I say, I can't really hold it against it. I mean, I know it's 2008, another 2009, like, but you can't really hold what, a 9-year-old game's graphics against it now. You gotta think about it when it came out, etc. Well, I guess you can hold it against it now, but I mean, I think they're alright. They're alright, not too bad, not too bad. I'm trying to think what I'd give. What would I give Undying? Because I gotta say, I really did actually enjoy it. I mean, I like the theme to it. I didn't really get bored at any point. Not really. I mean, I know towards the end I was running past a few enemies and stuff like that, but that's because it was fucking easier to. I'm gonna stand around and fight them all day when there was no point. Fucking plants. Plants stay where they are. No point fucking fighting them when you can just run past them. It's like, see ya, plant dude, there's no fucking point. So no, I don't think I really got bored. I mean, I got lost twice, was it? That was a little bit